This is a call out. No, it's not. I want to know what happened to healthy debate and agreeing to disagree and gentle reminders. I'm a content writer by profession, and while I'm looking for the next inspiring thing, I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. And the other day I saw a post, and it really made me think, because what did happen? There's this divide, and nearly everything turns into a call out. I am calling you out on not spelling my name right or pronouncing it right. I am calling you out on not doing this, that, and the other in your role. I am calling you out on how you spoke to me. And I'm a bit confused. What happened to just talking? Like, the particular LinkedIn post was, I'll read a little bit of it out. It said, someone here wrote, patting herself on the back because she was just so considerate, about how she wouldn't call someone out for spelling her name incorrectly. Why would you call someone out on that? Can't you just have a gentle reminder? Or have a discussion about why you would prefer someone to spell your name right or pronounce it correctly, and why you don't like it being spelled another way. That's fine. Can you do that without calling them out? Calling someone out is what you used to do when you were asking them for a duel. You might as well throw a glass of wine in their face or smack them with a glove. It is a ridiculous attempt at creating conflict and contention. Why do we need it? We have enough contention in the world as it is. Why can't we just be a little bit more gentle? Yes, repeatedly doing something to annoy someone else deserves a call out. An accidental misspelling of your name is not one of them. There was another post, and she said she needed to confront a co-worker who was making some small errors that made her job a little bit harder. And how would she do that? Because she'd not brought it up before. Well, if you've not mentioned it before, of course she keeps making the errors. You cannot assume that someone's going to instantaneously decide, oh, I'm making errors and I'm making so-and-so's job harder. Perhaps I ought to change that. They're not going to do that unless someone tells them they're making errors. And we learn throughout life. If a child tries to, stab with the knife and cut with the fork, you gently show them how to do it. Stab with the fork, cut with the knife. You don't suddenly yell at them and say, how dare you do that, you're doing it wrong. When you do that, all your food flies off your plate and makes a mess for me to clean up. I have a child. This is something that sticks with me. So why, as adults, have we lost that ability to be gentle and bring things up as they happen, rather than bottling them and flying off the handle and calling people out? It's not a call out. If every call out was an actual call out, we'd all carry kid gloves in our pockets just so that we could smack someone in the face with them. Sorry, I've been binge watching Sharp. He gets a lot of duels. Most of the time, people aren't doing things just to annoy us. Much as it may seem that way at times, people are not doing it on purpose. We are all stressed, we are all working, we're all busy. Half of us are burnt out at any one time. That is no reason to go taking it out on anyone else, and it actually makes things worse. So, yeah, gentle parenting gets a lot of flack. I am not saying I don't discipline my child. I'm not saying I don't raise my voice occasionally, because sometimes he's completely away in La La Land and doesn't know that I'm even speaking to him. He's responding, but I don't think he's actually registering between his ears. There's a reason for that saying in one ear and out the other. It goes in one ear, bypasses the brain, and goes out. It doesn't stick. But actually engaging with people, discussing things, and possibly agreeing to disagree on a debate. How scandalous would that be if we could actually get back to that kind of thing? Rather than calling someone out because, I don't know, you've been on Slack for the past 3 years and they've only ever seen your name written down, so they mispronounce it when you come back to the office. It's happening everywhere, so this is current stuff. I am talking to my son. I'm talking to my husband. And I am trying not to let my emotional state be the benchmark by which I deal with everyone else. Because that just exacerbates the situation. Me feeling a bit stressed is not a good reason for me to shout at my husband and my son and triple the amount of stress and anxiety and frustration in the house. Keeping things gentle, keeping things kind, letting people have differing ideas and opinions. If someone's doing something wrong at work, don't let it slide for so long that they think they're doing it right. Just make a gentle request for a modification in the way they work. There is no need for angry conflict. Sure, you may need to ask a couple of times, because some things might be ingrained. Some things might just be habit, especially if you've had process changes. But making everything a conflict just makes the world a much more unpleasant place. I'm trying to avoid conflict. That is not that I am conflict averse. I just don't want contention. I don't want that extra stress. Being annoyed and angry with people for no reason is just an added strain that we don't need.